Hey guys, John here, and I got some kind of bad news. So basically, what it is I might have to end up, or I actually do have to end up changing my name from Kadenza. Now, before anyone freaks out or anything, I don't have to delete any of my previous songs. Nothing's changing from before previous releases. It's all going to be the same, but it'll be new releases in the future that are under a different name and a different logo, and then possibly channel names will be a little different, as well as possibly a new Spotify artist page. I don't know all the details yet. I can cover those in the future, but basically what the story is last week I was noticed that on Spotify there was another artist under the name Kadenza, and they were kind of conflicting with the music I had uploaded. My tracks would get misinterpreted as their tracks, and so I tried to find a solution to fix this. And I thought, well, maybe I'll file a trademark with the United States Trademark Office, and I can have them removed. And that was just an idea, but I thought about it, and I looked into actually getting a trademark to better protect my name for the future. And so I looked around, and I noticed that someone else, or as I was going to register it, there was another trademark that would have conflicted with the one I was going to register, and that is a record label under the name of Kadenza, but with a C. And the problem with that is my trademark would have been registered under the same exact sections theirs were, under the same exact uses. So, for example, my trademark would have been Kadenza with my logo, the right to distribute music, perform live shows, and probably sell merch. They had the exact same thing under their trademark, only theirs was spelled with a C. And so I noticed this, and this would have prevented me from filing a trademark, most likely. So I looked around, did some research, and most of what I found was, yeah, that's kind of a problem. So I looked into it more and more, and I got a little more worried about it. So I actually contacted a legal attorney to seek some actual legal advice. And through that, what we actually decided was probably the best idea was to change my name before I'm forced to in the future, or before legal action is taken on me in the future. So, for example, I had two options, and the two options after this were basically, one, keep using my name, Kadenza. And the problem with that is I could very well keep using my name, Kadenza. There are no known problems. The only issue with that is they have the right to that name, to use a name, the name Kadenza with a C, in the United States. Now, my name would possibly conflict with theirs, and they could either send me a cease and desist letter to change my name, or they could possibly even attempt to take legal action against me. Now, I really don't want that to happen, but you got to think of a way to protect against that. And really, I just don't know if that's what's going to happen. I've checked out their label, and they don't really seem like the people who would go after someone like that. But you never really know, and you want to play it safe, especially if you want to grow in the future. And I definitely want to keep making music and keep getting bigger and bigger, and hopefully someday start doing live shows. So the other option, option two, was to change my name right now to avoid that future conflict, and or completely avoid it. So that way I wouldn't have this looming possibility of getting, having to change my name or getting sued in the future. And I would just be able to not worry about that. It's one less thing to worry about, because that would really suck, getting that high up and then having someone come down on you saying you have to either change your name or pay us millions of dollars. So the second option is to change my name. And after thinking about it a lot and talking with a lot of different people, I decided that a name change right now is probably the best idea to deal with that. And that is because right now it would not be nearly as bad as if I changed my name in the future. And that is basically the past 3 years of me building up the name Kadenza have been a lot of me learning how to produce music. But now that I feel like I've gotten to a point where I need to start developing the brand a little bit more, I think now would be obviously the best time to switch the name versus in the future. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I need a new name. Now, I don't really have any ideas, so I was wondering maybe I could ask you guys for some ideas whilst I let you know what's going on. So if you have any ideas for a new name, or any new names, if you would please leave a comment down below, that would be awesome. Hopefully I can find an awesome name. I got a lot of awesome songs coming out. This name change in any way doesn't affect previous songs, and really the only difference will be social media that has different names. New songs will be under a different name. I'll have a new logo, and possibly some links will be changed around, which will really suck, but I think we can work around that. So hopefully you guys understand. It's a really, really crappy situation to be in, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So hopefully some good comes out of this. I don't know if I missed anything. If I did, I'll leave it in the description, so be sure to check that down below. And be sure to comment what you like, if you have any name ideas. I appreciate the heck out of you guys supporting me so much. I think, one of the most supportive fan bases. So hopefully, some good can come out of this, and we can come up with a new name, and I can release some awesome tracks in the future. So really appreciate it, guys, and let's get a new name.